Hey everyone, Ryan here on the MandR Collects channel, and today we're taking a look at the 2003 Clone Wars, aka the Tartakovsky Clone Wars, General Grievous from the Black Series. This is one of my favorite Black Series packagings yet. It really encapsulates the style that was the 2003 Clone Wars and the style that they had at the time with their 2003 Clone Wars figure packaging. Obviously, these Black Series figures, I think, are bigger than what they were selling at the time, but they also released, I think, 6 the vintage collection figures for 2003 Clone Wars just at the same time, along with these 3 Black Series ones. There's also a Fordo and a Mace Windu that I'll be taking a look at here on the channel in the future. But these are Walmart exclusives, and I did buy 2 of them. They were $26.48 each, which seems to me like a pretty fair price until you look at the head of General Grievous, which doesn't really match the head from the Clone Wars, so it looks to me like it's a straight reuse of the former Black Series General Grievous that was based off like episode 3, I think. So something like that, I thought Hasbro and Black Series was above. Clearly, they unfortunately are not. So it would have been great to have a Grievous head more in that style, more of like a squished look, but they have the elongated look. I thought Black Series was supposed to be more accurate than what we are seeing here. We'll get the figure out of the packaging here in a second to take a closer look. You can see how everything is packaged in there pretty nicely. There's their side profile, and then the very back, it shows Grievous with his cape all closed up. That looks really cool. Some of the drawings there. It's got a bit of text, and then in quite a few other languages, the same exact thing. The classic Clone Wars. I love the way that Clone Wars logo looks, General Grievous. And then on the very back, it's for the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm, which ironically, this is coming out in 2022 now. So yeah, this one was a bit late, but I don't mind because this is just so cool to me. As far as packaging goes, I think you're gonna have a hard time getting this character out without completely ruining the box. As you can see, if I get 2 sides off and try to pull it out, let's see if we'll get the plastic out, but can we actually get the rest of the figure out? Oh, maybe the packaging is somewhat salvageable for those that don't order 2. Yeah, it is. Wow, that actually looks just fine. If you tape it back up on the back or something to keep it down, looks like you're going to be good. The inside has this very cool explosion effect that you can't really see with Grievous in the way, so that's pretty cool to see the full view of, and it very much is in that 2003 animation style. It's actually, I might just keep this box as is. That looks really cool even without the figure inside. Why is it so difficult to get him to just stand? Why can't I just make him stand up, dude? Come on. You had a little too much to drink there today? Yeah, he's over the limit. All right, so while I can't get him to stand right now, we'll go through the articulation. It looks like the feet at the ankle can twist left and right and also move up and down separately, just slightly there, and then also a little bit higher than that. So that's really good. Then we have the knee joint, which has 2 different points above and below it that can move separately, and then it doesn't really move left and right there, so you're just kind of stuck straight. And then at the hip, it actually does move in and out slightly, and then of course it'll move all around, just kind of on a ball joint there. Works really well as far as I can tell, give you some nice range of motion. And then up higher on the arms, get that cape out of the way, and then up higher on the arm, it can move slightly in and out, and then the arms can separate to have Grievous have 4 arms like he would obviously in the show or in the movie. So just like that, he's got all 4 of his arms. I didn't notice this, but there's also articulation in the stomach area, so you can actually turn that left and right quite a bit, which is really nice to have that extra movement in there too. And then the head can move as well, so that's good to have. Like, you know, you want everything to be able to move as realistically as possible, and I think this character does a good job of that. If we get it in nice and close here, you can see all the little markings and scratches they've even added onto there, which I think looks really nice. It almost looks like bolts or rivets there along the back of his shoulder blade. Obviously, I'm sure that's not exactly what it is, but that's what it looks like to me. You can see we've even got a little serial number on like the back of his calf there. That's kind of funny. I'm sure that's a common thing. I've never really noticed on the Black Series figures before though. And the cape can come off like that, so it looks like it's just draped over the neck. And let's get in close on that face. What do you guys think of that face? The head shape is not the 2003 Clone Wars head shape, and that's what throws it off the most to me. But for like an episode 3 Grievous, obviously that was pretty darn good. And the thing they really did with this particular Black Series character is really change the color on him a lot. So he's got a much lighter color scheme to match that of the 2003 Clone Wars. As you can see, just a much lighter color going on there. And they did a fine enough job of matching that. Now let me see if I can get these dang lightsabers into the hands here. Well, I had him posed and standing up, and then by the time I press record, he falls over. How about that? 2003 Grievous in the best pose I could come up with. Probably not even that good. You guys could probably do way better, but I'm happy with it, so that's all that matters. It was a little bit difficult to fit some of the lightsabers in his hands, as some of the hands were a bit tighter than I had expected, but if you add enough force, the lightsaber hilts will fit on there, no problem. You're not going to break anything, probably, maybe, but he does look pretty cool when posed. I'm still someone that's going to prefer, if I'm going to display a character like this, that I put it up in the packaging, and that's what I'm going to do with this particular one here. It's going to go up there. But it does look pretty cool for those that do like to take them out of the package, maybe put them in a glass display case and pose them and put them on their little display. Like, that's a cool and definitely usable feature and function of this character too. I'll give you a side profile of the pose. Does not look as cool from the side, to be honest, so maybe stay away from showing these characters off from the side. But that's the back with the cape. Looks kind of scary and menacing, because you can't really see what's going on the other side. And then there's another side profile, which again doesn't look that great, but again from the front looks pretty cool. So I'm overall pleased with this character. The only thing I'm really unhappy with is the reuse of the head mold, because obviously the Grievous head is significantly different in the 2003 Clone Wars than it is in Revenge of the Sith, so it's a big disappointment to me still, but it is what it is.